So welcome to part 5. If you remember from last time, we just beat everybody in a race and won ourselves a Zoom Raider that turns our tricks into turbo. Was that too much? Well, I hope this wasn't... you didn't skip last part. Anyway, also from the last part, we found an area that we couldn't access from this part of the level, so we gotta go back and take an alternate path. Nice of this taxi to take us all the way to the beginning, though. So I don't believe I mentioned the split paths here last part, so here it is now, I guess. Be careful not to slip up here. If for some reason you're in the water, you have to recover very quickly, or else you just might become shark food. This should be something you should already be well aware of if you heard the last part, or if you ever fell in there to begin with. So, it doesn't hurt to be told more than once, I guess. Anyway, this is finally the time for the Hydro Displacer to shine. So as you can tell, it sucks up water from an area, and now you're carrying it with you wherever you go. Unfortunately though, you can't do much with it other than, well, for the more fortunate use, put it somewhere else. So yes, most of the Hydro Displacer puzzles will in fact involve moving around water to different spots. Well, it looks like we've been had already. So you have to refill the water back up here just to open this one little hatch. Put it back in, now we can swim through it. Now with less ease of time. I also realized that the music from the hoverboard races are still playing here. You know, instead of the dun 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 dun, instead we're getting this. I mean, it's nice for to have a more energetic piece going on, but this isn't proper. But hey, Ratchet Clank, the game left it on, so what can I do? Anyway, if you're playing alongside here, I hope you don't have a fear of water, because this next part might get a little scary. Surprise! You get this thing where you get what I like to call something that's very infamous among new players. This is a pretty difficult part to get through. You have very little room for error in this thing, so you better have a mastery of platforming and the stretch jump. If you don't, you might not make it. And there's nothing worse than getting to the end and having run out of oxygen because, oops, you made too many mistakes early on. So ignore all the amoeboids, they're not worth your time. And always get back on platforms and make sure you stay above the water as much as you can. I didn't do too well actually here. I was about to drown already here, but I made it just in the nick of time. I'm pretty sure if your oxygen bar runs out, you are in fact dead automatically, so don't waste your time. But that's that. Hope you got through just fine. I did. Well, that's because everything's edited to not... Well, actually, if I died there, I would not have any fallback clip to show. I guess I can't exactly make a cut that seamless, so... If I die, you're gonna be able to tell. And I didn't, so... Hooray for me. But look at this. A big guy. A trailer.
Hey, press conference is over. Captain Quark don't want no more reporters bugging him in his trailer.
Oh, you see, my friend and I need to speak to the captain about a matter of galactic security.
You mean you and your walking camera? You paparazzi make me sick. Now beat it!
But, sir, I'm sure the Captain Quark will understand once we...
Now, save it. I know how it works. You convince me to let you in, you snap a picture of the captain in his underpants, then you sell a picture to the info tabloid for $1 million bolts!
You've got it all wrong!
Meanwhile, I'm stuck here making 6 bolts an hour, and I have to listen to a lecture from that cheapskate Quark. So you don't get in unless I get a kickback. In advance.
Oh, you heard the man. Time to pay half of our inventory.
You see how it works? You grease the hinges, the door opens.
Captain Quark?
What's that?
It's Ratchet and Clank, Captain. You know, from the
Oh, yes, I know who you are.
You do?
Yes, and thank the galaxy you found me.
Huh?
There's an awful plot being hatched to destroy our planets.
Ratchet, he knows.
Great. Does that mean we can go hoverboarding now?
My friends, we're all in grave danger, and I believe that together we can put a stop to this madness.
Together? You mean you want our help?
Look, Ratchet, I've been keeping an eye on you. I've never seen anyone with such raw talent. You are a true hero in the making.
Really? You mean I could be famous?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, here, take this. What makes one man toil in obscurity while another becomes a hero? Is it strength, compassion, determination, or just pure blind luck? Wise men through the ages have struggled with that very question, but Captain Quark knows the secret. That's why he's been able to defeat more despots, rescue more damsels in distress, and save more civilizations than any other hero in the galaxy. Now is your opportunity to see if you've got the stuff heroes are made of. This infobot contains coordinates to Quark's secret base. Can you quickly conquer Quark's killer cannonade of confounded contraptions? Can you quickly quit? Oh, just make your way through the defenses to the center of the base. Prove yourself, learn the secret, and earn your place in galactic history. Consult your doctor before attempting any strenuous exercise. Not responsible for death or dismemberment. Your results may vary. Meet me at my headquarters.
Hey, Captain Ratchet, what do you think?
We won't fail you, sir. We promise.
Oh, that was Quark. Interesting character, huh? Well, he says he's the greatest hero, so I'm gonna take his word for it. Although that bouncer did say he was a cheapskate, but maybe he was a bit exaggerating. I don't know. I mean, can you imagine a superhero being a cheapskate? Come on. He's the greatest in the galaxy. It has to be worth something after all. I mean, they didn't just make us do all that just to, meet somebody like that, huh? Oh, we might as well take up his challenge, so to Umbris it is. Survive Quark's Gauntlet. That's a little too ominous, though. I also don't like how his planet's looks like. Very desolate from the outside. Or from inside.
Welcome to my challenge course. Now is your chance to prove yourself strong and brave, like me. Conquer it, and you'll join in my fight against evil.
Haven't we done enough already?
What? I can't hear you.
I said, haven't we done?
Sorry, still having trouble. Tell me later.
Later? We might be dead by then.
What?
All right, Clank, let's get going.
I hope you realized that Quark was using a taunter up there. He was taunting Ratchet and Clank to survive this. Well, this is a very interesting looking gauntlet he made to train superheroes. I mean, it's just training, right? Can't be all too bad.
I got some great bargains for you today.
Well, nothing new from the Gatron vendor. So we're already 100% prepared for this gauntlet. We're as best of a superhero we can be. Well, this is unique, very new, unique stuff to do. So, actually, I don't think we see much of this, but an Umbrus exclusive, these mine launchers, which are so good apparently that they already brought me down to 1 health. So, I found from experience this is basically when the difficulty finally spikes up. Like, this is when the real Ratchet and Clank shows its face. Because this will describe what you'll have to face for a long time. For the rest of the game, the difficulty will be pretty much something like this. And as you can tell, I'm not doing too hot. I had to backtrack all the way to the beginning just to avoid some mines. So maybe this might be harder than ahead of the curve, but this still tells you and gives you an idea of what the difficulty is going to be for the rest of the game. That's an interesting turret. I have no idea what I was doing there, but it did not pay off. Anyway, in a better world where I was a better superhero, I made it this far at least. So as you can tell, we don't want to mess with those mines. They're a lot like the mines that we bought in Blackwater City. They home in on you if you get too close. But they're very easily disposed of. They're big enough to be shot by the blaster, so just remember my advice, don't waste blaster ammo too much. It may be automatic, but doesn't mean you should waste the ammo like it is. Oh, and they just keep placing them more and more dangerously. This is unfortunately a little more tough to stop, but just wait for them to get closer. I'm doing pretty well. Oh, this is something new. There's this, I don't know what you'd call it, but some buttons on the ground that you have to press all of them to activate a switch, so it fits in with a platformer, I guess. I'm pretty sure Mario's done it before, so it's nothing too out of the ordinary. So these, you got a limited time to get through all of them. But that shouldn't be too hard. I mean, these first ones are practically right next to each other. I don't know how you wouldn't solve it. So I believe this marks here our first checkpoint. It might not seem too long if you're watching this, I mean, if you're doing pretty well, it doesn't take very long to get here, but one issue you'll run into this game is that checkpoints are pretty scarce. They're usually marked by a Gatron vendor, but sometimes they aren't like this one. I don't know when's the next time we'll see another vendor, but we shouldn't worry. You can get through most of this without having to use your weapons, except for maybe the blaster. Now this is an optional button puzzle, if you can even call it a puzzle. Activating this opens a door. Who would have thought? So what are we gonna find through this door? Well, it is yet another gold bolt. Although, considering how I'm never gonna be bothering them, you can't actually really use them for anything in the first playthrough. It just looks more like it's just some fancy collectible I'm getting. You don't even get bolts for it or anything. Like, that would be nice. A gold bolt just inflates your bolt count significantly. I'd actually solve a lot of issues in a single playthrough about money management. But no. No. And as you can tell, we got yet more buttons to press. Fortunately, these turrets are really protecting them. Well, about as well as they could be. And of course, the door is marked by the Q-Force logo. So, Korg's personal logo will haunt you to the day you die. If you're not too careful here anyway. These are sort of just out here. That could have gotten worse, I guess. Okay, so this is one reason why you just want to get rid of the turrets as soon as you can when you're trying to do all this. As you can tell, though, I messed up and ran out of time. That's what happens if the jingle goes on for too long. So let that be a warning. Do not take too long. I don't know how I missed that. Well, door's open. Let's go. Except not, I don't know what I was doing here. It looks like I was trying to get more bolts. Oh, this looks easy. Except for that. Surprise. Oh, they got me good. Oh yeah, and if you die here, all the buttons you press will be reset and you gotta do all the puzzles again. So, don't die, obviously. I don't know what I was getting distracted by this Korg statue, but here it is. Considering how dangerous this place already is, I'm surprised anybody would make it through just to see this. But unfortunately, that would probably better be reserved for an end, but that's not the end. No, there's still more. First we gotta go through the Snake Eater portion of this level, and then we get to the water portion. Good thing we got that Hydro Displacer, huh? Actually, though, you wouldn't be here without the Hydro Displacer, so it's just one of those things where I shouldn't be bothering at making a statement out of it. But here we are. Would you look at that? The very sharks that would eat you if you were in the water are in fact just lying here. Don't take them lightly though, they could still bite. And yes, you do have to kill them. I'm not sure if you can actually make it through with some precise swimming, but I wouldn't bother with it. I believe there is some hidden collectible if you go down one of these holes. I mean, you obviously want to look down first before you do something like that. Because I'm pretty sure in this specific area, if you jump down, you just fall into the liquid below and just die. And that is never good, obviously. Dying is very bad, as I have indicated multiple times. Well, that's a very interesting scenario. If they're not infected in a small body of water, they are infected in no body of water. And now they're just lying helplessly there. Obviously, you still don't want to just leave them alone because you need to go through these waters unimpeded. So you still gotta kill it, even if it looks very helpless. For them, anyway. But as we know Ratchet, he's been killing a bunch of aliens, robots, just to get this far. I mean, think about it. He doesn't really have much motivation. He just kills people because they got in the way. So when you get to this part, all the fish are already just helpless. I mean, unless you want to let them bite you, but in that case, you're just the worst Ratchet & Clank player if that happens. Yep, they're already there, all dead. No, you cannot long jump there. Don't even try. And doing this, you got the easiest button puzzle, so it's worth something. Too bad you gotta walk out with doing the Hydro Displacer twice. It may seem like a waste of time, and maybe it is, but it's extending gameplay time. It's gotta be worth something. But look at this, we finally survived the Gauntlet. We're at the very end. We have braved everything from guns to mines that trick us up, and water. The worst fear in every video gamer. Well, we made it to the end. Quark's about to congratulate us so we can be Captain Ratchet. Captain Ratchet & Clank, huh? Maybe there's a reason why they never call it that.
Well, well, you two continue to surprise me. Step into the ring of heroes, and I will finally give you what you deserve.
Ratchet, this is no time for you to become cautious. We have reached our goal.
I don't know. There's something fishy going on here.
Listen to your little metal friend, Ratchet. Your destiny is mere steps away.
It's just something doesn't seem right.
This is it. Quark is going to help us stop Chairman Drek.
Why, thank you, Clank. You've been most helpful.
Get off of me, you idiot!
I love it when a plan comes together.
What do you mean?
What do you think he means, genius? He's not gonna help us, he's gonna kill us!
You catch on quick. Although there is one problem with your hypothesis, I'm not going to kill you.
You're not?
No, he is.
But why?
But why? It's really not that difficult to decipher. I'm the official spokesman for Drek's new planet. I can't have you two getting in the way of my comeback.
This isn't over, Quark!
No, but it will be soon.
Okay. He's a traitor now. Okay, so maybe that bouncer had more, has actually right about something after all. Well, I hope this isn't your first time. Well, seeing Quark after all the other games at least. In fact, this should be the first time you see Quark at all, because this will be very confusing if you played the other games. So as you can tell, Quark is not exactly a hero at all. Is in fact working with the villain all along. Hoorah. Now we're fighting the Snaggle Beast. Although unlike Quark, our guns will not malfunction, so this should go a little more smoothly. He's pretty basic as far as bosses can go. I mean, look at this. Shockwave, shield, shockwave. Well, when he gets a shield out, he just starts pumping you full of energy balls, but all you gotta do is just run across a bridge. I guess Quark kept him chained up for too long that he couldn't find a way to make him work in this arena. So yes, you'll never have the satisfaction of, well, dealing a good chunk of health to a way of health of him. Ah, that Quarktastic Taka. So yeah, there's not much else to this. Just the Snaggle Beast just walks around and you just shoot him until he decides he doesn't want you to shoot him. In that case, you just exploit the bridge. Oh, watch out for that. There goes everything I worked for. So yes, he has just one random attack where he just takes away all your ammo. Everything I have, gone. So if this happens, yes, you want to go back and get all that ammo back. It's a lot of money to lose if you don't get it back. Don't know how the Snaggle Beast actually does this, but apparently he just summons a tornado out of his mouth or whatever, and now you lose everything. Well, this should close things. That wasn't very interesting, actually. I think you can tell what the boss fight just by watching. I don't need to explain anything. Like, it's somehow less interesting than the mother boss that we fought last time. At least that one had some different variations of what happens in phases, but
I wonder what that infobot is for.
Maybe it can replace you.
We're pinned down! We're pinned down! The ships are hammering our position from the air! That was a little too close! We need support! Now! Actually, I need support. My entire battalion went AWOL and left me to fight this war on my own. If the enemy doesn't kill those guys, I will. I'm not gonna last much longer! Requesting immediate assistance! Over and out!
Those are direct ships destroying that planet. We must help that commando.
Are you serious? That's it! I am out of here. Captain Quark is gonna be sorry he messed with me.
This is not about Captain Quark anymore. There are innocent lives being lost.
Yeah? Well, I'm done with this stupid hero stuff. I got my own agenda now.
Ratchet, this is not like you.
What do you know about me? You've spent this whole time looking for Quark. You don't know anything about me.
I know that you will do the right thing.
Well, right now the thing I want to do is find Quark. How do you start this stupid thing?
Have you forgotten? You need a robotic ignition system. I will start the ship if you agree to help that commando.
So, blackmail is it? Fine. Just shut up and start the ship.